street. I'm in too deep. Old friends don't speak. From old street fights. I ain't talking saying geek. Yeah, nigga got stripes. Get to work for free. Stacking up this paper. Papa, see you in a week.
We out here in the streets, trying to pursue the bags. Had to hit up the plug like nigga, I'm doing bad. Breaking the work down, put it into the bag. Started out with a quarter and turned it into a half. Nigga, just do the math. Now it's nothing but them ounces. Nigga, just do the math. Stacking money power. Nigga, just do the math. Money counter. Nigga, just do the math. Nigga, just do the math.
Nigga, just do the math. Welcome to another installment of Interviews with Meech, man. I'm your boy, Meech Castro, man. I appreciate y'all tapping in with us. This is the Gaas Chamber Battle League YouTube channel, man. It's Interviews with Meech, man. Our special guest this week is my man, Philly battle rap legend, Zor Money. You know what I mean? He's definitely around. Your favorite battle rapper's favorite battle rapper. You know what I'm saying? My man go way back. If you don't know, you need to do your homework. Go ahead on YouTube or wherever you need to go on the internet and do your homework, man. But welcome to the show. Zor is definitely well overdue, my guy. Yeah,
that's a fact. What's up with you, Meech?
Man, nothing much, man. It's a pleasure to have you on the show. I appreciate you taking the time out and all that good stuff, man. So what's up with you, man? How your week been going? I think we're gonna have a couple more niggas pull up. You know what I
mean? My week been a little bit difficult. I lost my dad. You know what I mean?
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. See, my man Mike, he had a lost shot. My man Strong Arms, man, praying for his family, praying for your families, all your peoples. You know what I mean? I know that's a tough pill to swallow, losing a parent, bro. So, you know what I mean? I just found out today. I know I'm out the loop and everything else, but I just found out today. Busy Bias passed on us, man.
Yeah, so, that shit hit me hard because it was like I wasn't expecting it. So when I went on the internet and I seen a post, because I seen something that had his name in it, but I wasn't really paying no mind because it was on Facebook. So like I get on Facebook and get right the fuck off. Like but I seen his name. I wasn't really paying attention to it. So then when I went on the gram in between restarting my server on the GTA shit.
Yeah, we gonna talk about that too.
I seen that shit. And that shit like hit me like a brick because I gave Busy his first battle. You know what I mean?
He told me in the I believe he told us in the interview we had with him.
Yeah, so it's like, Busy was a guy that like he always been solid.
Right.
So to see something happen to a nigga that's so consistent, that shit hurt a little bit different. Niggas will switch up on you in a heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like
Busy was consistent. If he fuck with you, he fuck with you. If he didn't, he didn't. It was just
definitely.
It was no in between. And that's my guy. I'ma miss the nigga. Cause you don't find too many niggas that show you love like that.
Yeah, man. He we fairly a new league and all that stuff. So he always showed the league a lot of love. He just different shit, you know what I mean, as far as like coming in battling when he battled who was he battling? He battled
He battled C Cash.
C Cash, yeah. I don't know why that shit skipped my mind. I wanted to say Hannibal, but that was fucking Cash Capone. Yeah. But yeah, man, he battled C Cash. He came on and gave us the interview. You know what I mean? He was real humble. Always just show love, man. Real genuine dude. At least, you know what I mean, over here. So, you know what I mean? Definitely, he's definitely gonna be missed. It's definitely sad to get have a battle rapper from the city pass on and everything else. Before we go further, I want to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all like and subscribe and share the channel and all that good stuff. Turn your notifications on so you know when we going live. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, man. Remember to share the live, man. And if y'all want to join the conversation, we always love when y'all join the conversation. Hop in that live chat, get y'all opinion on whatever we talking about. If you got questions for Zor, get in the live chat. Facebook, get in the live chat. You know what I mean? And ask Zor the questions. We'll throw it up on the screen. Honey Rock, what's up, man? Honey Rock in the building. We appreciate you tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Definitely RIP Busy Bias, man. But yeah, that was a little hurt piece, and I don't think people really understand how much of a hurt piece it is for the city of Philly. You know what I'm saying? So that was definitely a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, you know, a lot of the dudes that came from up under me, you know, they were students of the game. Busy was a student of the game. Like he battled, he set up battles. You know what I mean?
Right.
Out for niggas like that's the type time I'm on. A lot of niggas that came up under me did what I did for people. You know what I mean?
Right.
You get your love and then you show the love.
Right. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, though. You in one instant, it's almost like you trying to keep the support of the city, and you have niggas behind you, especially from your city and this battle rap coach and everything else. But number two, it's just a good thing to do, man. You always I want to see everybody win. That's my whole thing. You know what I mean? That's what me and OG agree on a lot of ways, and you too. I mean, you genuinely are a good dude who love just to see niggas winning at whatever they doing. I love to see a successful motherfucker.
Because I believe everything that's for me is for me. I believe everything that's for you is for you.
Yep.
Me helping you don't do shit. It don't take away from me or don't gain to me. It's just a blessing that I can do to make your situation go a little faster than mine. Like when I left battle rap, I was comfortable where battle rap was, to Philadelphia. When I first started in battle rap, it wasn't where I liked it. You know, we was the butt end of the joke. And it just didn't sit well with me. So, you know, I fought my fight. So that battle rappers that came after me would be easy to get booked in. And look, like Philly battle rappers can get booked in a plethora of battle leagues now than how it was before. We didn't have access to any big platform. Now we're all over every big platform. King of the Dot, URL, RBE. You name it, a nigga been on that platform. Don't flop. Like it don't matter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we been there. We go hard. We did motherfucking spit that heat. We did motherfucking the quiet room. You name a platform in battle rap, a Philly nigga has been on it. So where we stand in battle rap is a lot different than where we were at 7-8 years ago.
Right.
That's all that shit is about for me. You know,
I understand.
It ain't about no personal thing. It's about with the status that we were in 8 years ago and where we at now. I'm happy with it. I mean, Jerry just came off doing a reality show.
Right. That's what's up, man. That's all love. See, you don't get shit like that nowadays. So niggas don't really understand how genuine and really appreciate somebody like you. You know what I mean? They'll get a motherfucker like you and take him for granted. You know what I'm saying? And they don't see the big picture. It's not just about me, it's about all of us, man. We all got, you know what I mean?
A lot of the guys that don't fuck with me didn't understand that. You know, they didn't understand why people fuck with me. And most of the time, people think it's because of rap. Like niggas that hear me rap and be like, oh, all right, yeah, he nice. That's why they fuck with me. No, that's not why they fuck with me.
Right.
They fuck with me because they see the same thing in me that they see in their cousin. When they see me, it's always love. Like how can you dislike a nigga that always put other people first?
For sure.
I was always that type. Like before I even did one battle, I had already helped run the league. I was already managing battle rappers. I did a lot of things before I took my first battle. So before I walked in the stage and took anything that was for me, I gave so much to the game.
Facts.
So when it was my turn to get love, they gave it to me. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck do you, like, that's why I can't fight a nigga back who's fighting with himself. When a nigga show me that he don't fuck with me, I know it got something to do with him. It don't got nothing to do with me. Because, like, I'm a type of nigga that I don't wear my pride on my shoulder. If I did something wrong, I'd be like, yo, my bad, I fucked up with that one. You know what I mean?
Right.
Which I did. I fucked up a couple times. But it was never selfish fuck up. It was a fuck up that was like, see, I think you might have pressed that a little bit too hard. You know what I mean? Like Danny Myers. I fucked that battle up, but you know, certain things he said out of his mouth, I felt like it was a little bit too far for me. But in other things, they would accept it as battle rap. I don't accept certain things as battle rap because I'm a man first. So when you say certain things, you gotta stand on that shit.
I don't want to jump the gun. I don't want to jump the gun too soon. For niggas who don't know you, because I feel like you're definitely worth knowing. You know what I mean? If you on the show, you're definitely worth knowing. But somebody like you, from Philadelphia and everything else, I think you're definitely worth knowing in battle rap. Because and the nerd in me, always love hearing the backstories and how shit, you know what I mean, how shit happened and everything else. So let's fuck all the dumb shit. Let's start from the beginning. For niggas who don't, no, you, my guy. Don't get it twisted, because you're not. I feel like you're not just battle rap. I feel like all my guests are like that. That's just a part of you, but that's not 100% Zor. You know what I mean? You got a whole bunch of other shit you got going on, and we're gonna talk about that. But I like to get to know the person as well a little bit. So we're gonna start from what part of the city you from, and then how you actually got into rap in the first place.
So originally I'm from Richard Island.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm from Richard Island Projects. That's where I was at with my grandma, and we struggled like a mother. Like I got my first taste of reality at Richard Island Projects. This is at a time that Aaron Jones and them was.
JBM and them.
Yeah, Leroy Keys and all the big players and all that shit. They was down there doing what they do. Mm-hmm. Like it was so reckless down there. I found a 4-finger ring that was 24 karat gold just on a humbug down that bitch. You know what I mean? I don't know if the guy lost it because he was running from the cops, or maybe somebody was, throwing that shit at him. Now that I'm a lot older, I understand it now. But when I was younger, that shit was like finding a pot of gold. You know what I mean?
Right.
And my grandma got tired of struggling and hustling down to the Salvation Army to get a room in there. Because if you don't get in there by 6, you asked out.
Right.
Like we used to sleep in the bus station and all that shit. And I remember my grandma just saying fuck it and started selling crack.
Yeah.
That's when we moved up to Germantown and shit just changed for us, like drastically. I went from sleeping in the bus station and all that to having everything I wanted. But for all the wrong reasons. But I respected and loved my grandma because she was the first real nigga that I ever met.
Right.
The woman.
Right.
That's why I have a low tolerance for niggas that's lazy and shit like that, because I watched my grandma get everything she got on her own with no nigga.
Right.
By the time my grandpa came into the picture, she had put him on. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, like my grandma was different. So after that I moved up Dogtown, and I lived up Dogtown from 89 to 98. And my whole time being up Dogtown, I started to learn about the neighborhood and respecting your neighbors.
So, all right, hold up. Before we get into that, for people who don't know, like I said, that's in the chat or that's watching on Facebook, or that's on YouTube. Explain the city of Philadelphia, like the mid '80s all the way up to I'm gonna say '98, for people who weren't there to experience it, or not old enough. Explain.
It was beautiful. I can't even lie. Like even though I was in the middle of the hood, I got a taste of what neighborhood was about. Like to see how the neighborhood is now, like I feel sorry for young boys because they really didn't understand what the neighborhood was about. They don't know nothing about, Miss Earlene that used to sit on the step from 7:30 in the morning to 8 at night, and she would sit there and watch all the kids, everybody kid, not hers, everybody. Get the fuck out of the street, car coming up the block. We building motherfucking portable courts, We started off with the crates, but then we hustle up our money from working at Acme and all that shit. Get us a portable court. And we felt accomplished by going to Modell's and buying a $140 court with our little bit of money. Us niggas, we bought a court.
Right.
And watch our older the older niggas on the block dunk the motherfucker down and break it and shit like that. Like, it teaches you a lot. Like, I learned a lot in such a little time. From 89 to 98, and it made me who I am today. I can actually say it because the more that the society started to take away from us, like the pals and all that shit, I started to learn how to be more self-efficient. Because I know what it's like to lose them things. I think these kids don't know what it's like to have it, so they don't appreciate it. You know what I mean? Like, I really know what they don't have.
Right.
I understand where they at now. And
I don't think it's that. I think it's the fact that they don't. I think these kids now, because of the internet and everything else, like back then you didn't see the niggas that was rapping or people you idolized like that unless you caught maybe Yo MTV Raps or what I'm saying, shit like that. True. Later on, I think we had this conversation on OG Live, but later on, in the 2000s, you didn't really see motherfuckers until MTV Cribs or 106 in Park and Big Ticket in the basement and all that shit. So now that they have the internet and they can just see, the idols whenever they want, go on their Instagram page, go to their YouTube channel, TikTok, whatever. You know what I mean? Now I think these kids want instant gratification. So like they want it all right now, and they don't appreciate the hustle because they don't.
I mean, to be honest with you, I think that's why 70% of the people get into battle rap. I don't think they get into battle rap because they love the battle. I think they get into battle rap knowing that it's instant gratification. I can book a stranger right now for a battle, and everybody that comes to the event will know his name when he leaves, whether he win or lose.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when you dealing with a microwave community, you got to understand that it's as fast as they can love you, as fast as they can not fuck with you no more. But we gonna go back. So, by '98, I was in the 9th grade. So that's DMX, Dark as Hell is Hot came out. Hard Knock Life Volume 2 came out. The Major Figures Black and Red tape came out. The Best of Beanie came out, and that changed my life. I always wanted to rap. I used to play around freestyling on tape recorders, and shout out to my nigga Mikkel. We used to walk around and just freestyle on a recorder, and used to play it back and laugh so fucking hard at us crying, and we were so ass.
Right.
You know what I mean? But
he said we were so ass.
Yeah, Mikkel ended up being a dope rapper. I ended up getting better, and that summer of '98. Going into my 9th grade year, it changed me. That whole summer, I used to sit on the porch and write raps. Just sit on the porch and write raps. When I went back to school, I was ready, but I didn't know that other people had did the same thing. But when I'm going to school, you got Chinko the Great in there.
I remember him.
I'm in there with Vodka.
Oh yeah, what's up, Cool?
Yeah, I was in there with Calvin. And I knew Calvin from the hood, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to go through Tabak in the morning, because one of the first blocks that my grandmama had of Germantown was Tabak in Belfield.
Okay.
So I knew Kyle. I knew Kyle for a long time. I just didn't know that he was Vodka. So coming out of that summer, I ran into Vodka, and we clashed, and we laughed about it because even with him, he was a freestyle nigga the year before. But Major Figures changed us, bro. They really made us start to write rap.
Right.
There was people that was so close to it, like Spade and Dutch and all them niggas, and Gil and Lava and all them, and Bump. You see them, you started to see them so much, and them niggas was fucking fire. It really started to understand, oh shit, you can be a dope rapper and not be on TV.
Yeah.
We didn't know that shit existed. Like what you were saying, usually we correlated dope MCs to MTV and all that shit. Major Figures and all that broke that barrier. And we started to see the underground aspect of rap now. It's a stage where connected to the streets. I didn't know that shit. I thought that you a dope rapper, somebody took you to these big labels, or a nigga just ran into you Meech, you're fire, and just changed your fucking life. We didn't know it was a grinding process.
So
until we met the Figures, until the Figures came up. And
so how did that change your way of thinking when the Figures and all that, and you figured this shit out?
I started to understand that this shit wasn't nothing to be played with, and that it was some niggas that was down the block that could fuck me up real bad, So it's I started to write, because one thing about me, I'm a competitive nigga. I love to know where I stand on the spectrum. I don't like what if. I gotta go out there and try it. So when you tell me something can be dominated, I want to see how far I could go. You know what I mean? That's just a personal thing for myself. I don't like to be somewhere where it's oh yeah, I might be able to do it. So in that summer, I kept working on my craft. Shout out to Top, my man Shakes, Darkman Jenkins. He was one of the original members in the Lyrical Assassins with Spade and them. He actually from Wingahocken and all that shit. And Pretty Ugly.
Shout out my guy, Pretty Ugly, man.
We used to sit in Teller Street, and I used to watch these dudes write and record, and they were fucking brilliant.
Shout out Pretty Ugly, man.
And I learned how to write to a beat. I learned how to write records and all that shit because of them four individuals. They were right there, hands on with a nigga. And I can actually say when I came up out of there, I was a fucking animal.
Yeah.
I was an animal. I was a fucking animal. You know, shout out my man Tony Danza, God rest his soul. My man passed away like a year and a half ago. He was another brother who had just started when I started. And niggas was getting cold. Like, you know, the competitive nature as far as rap really changed in between 98 and 2002 for Philadelphia.
Okay.
Like a lot of dope motherfuckers started coming out of nowhere. So about time 2003, 2004, 2005 came around and Get Rich or Die Trying and drop for Philly, I think that really changed us too. I don't think people point that out, that era of when 50 started to bomb on people and we already had that competitive nature that we started to bomb on each other and it kind of like built the city of the
So so people have a good idea on around this time. You got the Figures out popping real heavy. The Best of Beans came out real heavy.
Most Wanted.
Most Wanted, yeah, that's us.
Cross the Border was out. Cross the Border was out doing
yeah. Will you go across the border? Bye bye.
Hell yeah.
That shit was on the radio heavy.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Power 99 had shit going. You know what I'm saying? DJ Cosmic Kev was always, you know what I mean? I remember back when it was Cosmic Strictly Skills Kev. You know what I mean?
But even not even Kev, like Urban Expressions was big for us.
Urban Expressions was a Keith from Up the Block. I think he was on that John. That was different. What was that like channel? What channel
48.
was that? 48? Yeah.
48. Yeah. That shit started at like 11 at night.
Yeah. Urban Expressions was that shit though. So with that going on, and then to me, you add, which is what I think, me personally now, what I think started the online, like rapping and putting that shit online, Too Raw for the Streets. Like it was online before online.
No, it was Tiny Chat.
Okay, well you older than me though. Remember that.
It was Tiny Chat. It was Tiny Chat in them AOL chat rooms. They would like when the internet started really, because that's where I met R5 at.
Okay.
The boy who produced for like Ape Gang and P&B Rock and all them like early in their career.
Right.
You know, that's my homie. He moved down South Carolina. But that's where I met R5 at, because we was exchanging audio files through the AOL chat rooms, and that's how me and him linked up. And I did this record called Invincible, which was a sample from Pat Benatar. And I did that, and I did We Are Young.
Okay.
A few Jones I had did with him. That's when it was sampling was crazy, when everybody was fucking with Dipset. And sampling was like big.
Facts. And I don't want people to think I'm ignoring y'all in the chat. What's up with y'all, man? I see y'all, BJ, you know what I mean? Nitro, Trouble, you know what I mean? Stroseph, you know what I mean? Butter from Up the Block in here.
My
you know what I mean? Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all tuning in and tapping in, man. Butter, we actually got to get an interview. I got to reach out, man, and set up an interview with you. But yeah, I appreciate everybody tapping in, man. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're watching on Facebook, remember to go over to YouTube and like, share, and subscribe. Send the live out, man. Share the live. If y'all got any questions for Zor while we are talking, like I said, throw it in the chat. I'm gonna, you know what I mean, keep track, and I'll throw it up there on the screen and he can see your question or whatever, comment or whatever. But yeah, so like when all that shit was going on at once, like I said, then you got Too Raw for the Streets and all that, you know what I mean? How is that like, you know what I mean? What's the buzz in the city with all that? Tapes is circulating around, the internet's just getting started. Like how's that?
So Too Raw for the Streets, the impact on Too Raw for the Streets was just as big as the Major Figures first mixtape.
Okay.
Because it was, yet again, it was unsigned talent rapping at a magnitude that we thought only signed people rap at.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, then you gotta look at the shock value in it. A lot of these guys are fucking 16 to 22 years old.
Right.
Rapping about
a lot of these niggas is young.
Yeah, rapping about some real grown-up shit. So the shock value in that is major. You know what I mean? Like, Cicero was 15, 16. Fucking Cass was just hitting 18, if that.
Right.
I was 15, 16. Joey Jihad was 17, 18. B. Jones, 15, 16. Meech, 14, 15. the list goes on. You know what I mean? And then you got to look at the older guys who was in there that was in their early 20s with Dirty Reek and Sandman and Tanner the Beast and Jack Frost and you know what I mean, like journalists and it's so many niggas that was before me that I thought was that was putting in work. They was up Broad Island.
It was a lot of them niggas back then.
They was up Broad Island going crazy. Or they was down 12th and South, 11th and 12th and South, down there on a Friday, Saturday night going crazy. Like this is where the ciphers were happening at, where if you wasn't nice, niggas would cut you off. You wouldn't even get 10 bars out. Like niggas would cut you off. Skipping.
Niggas would just cut you off.
Bro. Just get him out of here. Right on top of your shit.
So OG got the first question for you, man. You said, was battle rap a passion or just something you fell into because you could rap?
God rest his soul, Big Philly. He invited me to his Facebook group, which was Street Arena Battle League, and I ain't really give two fucks about it. But the love I had to him, I kind of like was open to hearing him out. When he first reached out to me, he wanted me to battle. He wanted me to battle like Madface and all them niggas. I ain't really see it. I didn't. I ain't really see that shit. I really wasn't on it. But being that it was my brother and he wanted to do some shit, I ended up inviting OC Diesel because I knew OC Diesel knew a little bit about promotion and marketing and all that. And we kind of attacked the thing. But to answer your question, no. I went to jail. When I came home from jail, I was on house arrest. Fucking Hannibal. Big Hand was like, yo, I'm about to jump in the battle rap. I'm like, what? He like, and you coming with me? I'm like, no, the fuck I ain't. He did 2 battles. His third battle was against G Wiz, and I was on that card battling Madface.
Okay.
That's how it happened. And I only took the Madface battle because Big Philly always wanted me to battle Madface. So me going into battle rap, my first battle, I dedicated my first 3 battles to Big Philly.
So
I was gonna battle 2 more Philly niggas, but I fucked Madface up so bad, I didn't want to do nothing to nobody to stop them from moving forward. So my mental changed and I changed and I became fuck everybody but Philly. So I wanted to battle everybody but Philly nigga. And I turned them into a target. So that's where the passion came from. The passion came, it started off,
you fell into it.
Yeah.
I feel you. It turned into love for your city. You wanted to represent your city. That's what it was.
Yeah. Them Facebook groups pissed me off.
So yeah,
all of y'all ain't been in shit since AI left. Quoting that corny ass bar from Moot. Just a lot of shit. It was just irking my soul. So every time I got the chance to get in a ring with one of them niggas, I would go to the extreme. Like I would go to the extreme. Like
BJ said,
BJ said this block is
lit. Said 12th and Loudon was lit back in the day on Too Raw for the Streets.
It was, and I was kind of jealous of that shit because I didn't understand that he could go to 12th and Loudon, but he couldn't come to Jerome Street. That shit is 2 minutes away.
Right.
A car. But Big Star said he didn't know nobody from down my way, and his camera was expensive. Like we gave a fuck. Like Oya Grove wasn't doing. Oya Grove was doing a lot of fucking money.
Using Logan.
Niggas was getting a lot of fucking money.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it wasn't like he was in nowhere, no extra safe place.
Nobody wanted Big Star's camera. Like who wants to call Big Star to come record him and then take the camera? How do our footage get?
How am I gonna get? I'm gonna get my footage out. Like, but so that was back then. Yeah.
That segue into this. So after being denied a few times, Coldest Winter Ever came out, and it had a number on the back of it. And I called the number, and I met this nigga named Kurt. Everybody from down Beirut called him CJ, Kurt, whatever you want to call him. I met the nigga. He ended up being one of my best friends. Still to this day, I got love for that nigga. Still to this day, we fuck with each other. Never crossed each other, none of that shit. You know, genuine 2 niggas who met each other and clicked from the rip. That's how I met A-Reezy and all them, because he's a Beirut nigga. A-Reezy and all them Beirut niggas. And shout out to 12th and 100. But he was getting ready to start the drama DVD. And he had already had it recorded, mind you. But when he came and recorded me, He liked me so much that he took the whole DVD apart and put me on it. He didn't take me off and put me at the end. He put me like the first 7, 8 niggas on the DVD. I was right after Dutch.
All right.
And that changed everything for me. One DVD changed everything for me. Every DVD that came out after that, niggas wanted me on a DVD. Only DVD that I didn't do was Headshot, and it wasn't because we was rivals. It was because I just didn't bump into Bob and Bam at the time. Like, I was friends with Bam when Concrete Jungle and Headshots were rivals and was two of the biggest DVDs out, and they were putting out product back to back. Me and Bam were cool. We chilled in the same club together.
Right.
He's still cool to this day. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was always hip hop with us.
So, BJ had a question.
Yeah.
Said, is it possible to bring the mixtape era back, having a bunch of artists from all over the city putting songs on one project?
Yeah. It just got to be promoted by the city.
Right.
You just got to embrace it and promote the shit. Anything could come back. It takes support. I think a lot of old techniques to push artists forward, I think it kind of like fell to the side when we started to get the technology a part of the support system. Like, so now it's like, oh, I don't need to have 10 or 15 people wearing my t-shirt. I'm going to just keep spamming their fucking Facebook page or keep spamming my Instagram, all in your comments, and, you know, and they think that that's promotion.
Right.
But the best promotion is the word of mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
it's always going to be the best promotion, man.
Right. If I respect Meech and Meech come to me and say, yo, Benny's a dope artist, I might not get to him right then, but I promise you, if Benny posts some shit, it's going to pop in my head like, yo, I heard this nigga name before. Where did I hear it from? And I'm going to check him out. It's going to resonate with me way better than me just constantly seeing Benny post. You know what I mean? Like, Meech, that alley-oop from Meech will go a long way. And I don't think people understand the power of, you know, just the verbal exchange between two people. Like, to be like, yo, bro, I do good music. When you get a chance, check me out. Then you just tagging people in a bunch of shit. Like, that's.
I mean, it's always gonna be that old school footwork, like I said, and just word of mouth. You gotta have real support. That's what a lot of niggas fail to realize in that are artists. You really gotta have real support from people. You really need you a team because, like you said, that word of mouth is the best type of promotion.
Right.
But that's what we trying to put together too. We did put together. I think we put out one already. The whole Gaas gang, that type of.
So I put out a few mixtapes in that time, which was like Let It Burn. I put out The Reputation. The Reputation was a mixtape that I literally took the top 25 that was on Billboard. I got the beats for it, and I did every beat over from beginning to the end, my own version of these songs. I went from The Reputation to Correct Me If I'm Wrong, which was the mixtape strictly for females, where I wrote a R&B rap type of mixtape, where the records were more oriented towards women and that type of shit. And it worked out for me. Like, I got 3,000 downloads and all that shit for The Reputation, and like 3,000 for Correct Me If I'm Wrong. But then I ended up going to jail. And when I came home, I did the battle rap shit. So to go back to that, going into my first battle, I was preparing for battle rap while on house arrest. So I couldn't really do too much as far as like moving around. But the good part about it was I couldn't move around.
Right, you was
focused. Yeah.
Focused like a motherfucker. You just in the crib.
So my young boy Rock, you know, shout out to Rock Ali. That's my little brother. You know, he out Vegas and shit doing his little 1-2. Rock called me and he say, "You're not gonna battle Manface." And I said, "Yes, I am." He say, "Come on, bro, you're not gonna do it," because that's the type of nigga that he is. And I'm like, "Yes, I am." And I spit my first round for him. Mm-hmm. He laughed so fucking hard. He laughed so hard, and when I feel he laughing, I'm thinking he laughing at the punches or laughing at the bars. He's laughing because he's laughing at how quick I transition. So he's laughing because he like, yo, you about to fuck face up bad.
Right.
And I I got off house arrest that Friday. And the very next day, I battled Manface. So I got off house arrest February 21st. I battled him February 22nd, the very next day.
Well, I'm happy shit worked out. Because I was going to ask anyway, if you was on house arrest, how the fuck you battle this nigga? But,
because I had an open case. So I was out on pretrial house arrest. I had to pay bail to come out on pretrial house arrest, which is fucking unheard of.
Right.
And it's unconstitutional, but we're going to keep it moving. Yeah, so the whole point of you going on pretrial house arrest is because you don't have to pay your bail. Like, they just hold it. You know what I mean? I paid my own bail. Like, they fucked me so good with that one. So what happened was so we ain't cussing the first 2 minutes though, right? Didn't we?
I don't think so. Yeah, we good. We like a half hour in.
Yeah, I made sure of that. So it was like it was 17 months, bro. I had to wait that shit out. They wanted to send me to jail for 2 to 5. It was my third gun, my second coke case. So it was a 2 to 5. They wanted 57 months from me.
All right.
I held out, and I ended up walking out 6.5 to 23 times third with 3 years probation. So now I got probation, and I know if I catch another case, it's over for me. So I jumped in the battle rap all the way in. I'm traveling the whole 9.
So that's what made you really jump into that shit and keep it pushing right after you got out. You like, man, I'm not going back to that shit.
Oh yeah. When I sat in the county was an eye opener for me. It really showed me that I wasn't a street nigga. See, I was raised to survive, but I didn't really grasp the street concept because I always looked and wanted something different. So when I got in the county and I started to watch the people who was in the county and how easy they were at being in the county,
right.
This shit not me because it never sit right with me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Another thing that wasn't really sitting with me well was how easy it was for these niggas to take time. Like, one nigga took he took like a 4 to 8 or some shit like that. He did that shit like it was nothing. Like, I 4 to 8.
Some niggas are comfortable like that, man.
Bro, I watched a nigga take a 4 to 8 like it was nothing.
Like Mike Tyson, I don't know, I can't remember if it was his one-man show Spike Lee did or if it was like an interview, but he was saying when he went to jail, he's like, that shit was like going to summer camp. I saw everybody I grew up with, and a lot of niggas in there I knew. You know what I mean? He was like, I was cool in jail. Like they gave me, and I was like, nigga, you still in jail? I can't imagine still being cool in jail. I'm like,
yeah,
no,
but
nigga.
he went to jail as Mike Tyson. He didn't go to jail as fucking Mike from Brownsville.
No, this one he was a kid. He was saying.
Oh! You talking about Spofford? Yeah, Spofford was that. I mean, that's like the only juvenile facility really for kids back then for adolescents. Besides when they start sending them over to Rikers Island. So imagine everybody that get locked up going to one big ass building.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
That was like I said, the youth study center.
You see everybody you grew up with.
Yeah, the youth study center. The youth study center was cakewalk.
You see everybody, but I'm like, you still in jail, man. You still locked the fuck up.
I went to the youth study center. First time I went to the youth study center, I was certified as an adult. I was on the 5th floor. We got commissary and everything. That shit was Kitty City. That shit was cupcake.
Still in jail, man. I don't give a fuck. I want to get out on the bed.
You are in jail, but you gotta look at it like this. You already in the motherfucker too, right?
Yeah.
Remember that? And you get commissary, nigga. We juvenile. We not understanding the concept that we getting adult rights that when we get sentenced, it's gonna be years, not months.
Right.
We don't give a fuck. We just know we can get big ass bags of Doritos and make
He said we could just get big ass bag of Doritos
and make chi-chis. Got fucking a container like this full of fucking Country Time iced tea and fruit punch and all that shit. All you need is some fucking cold water shaking and you what? We was lit.
So you said Mad Face was your first battle.
Yeah, my first body.
So you killed Mad Face.
I fucked him up bad.
Okay. So walking out of that battle, how did you feel about battle rap and you being in it? Was it different from before?
As soon as I walked outside, Tay-Rock walked up to me because he hosted my battle.
Okay.
He walked up to me. He said, yo, how long you been battling? I said, this is my first battle. He said, when was the last time you battled? I said, it was Joey Jihad 7 years ago. He said, nigga, you gonna be a fucking problem. That was his exact words. You can pull it up on YouTube. That nigga was like, yo, you and that fucking big hand nigga, y'all niggas is fucking crazy. Then I told him, we in the same squad. He really lost his fucking mind. Now, mind you, if I was a Joe ass nigga, I could have been Cave Gang that day.
Right.
But I was on some.
If I was a Joe ass nigga, I could have been Cave Gang that day.
That's a fact. Because the love that he was showing me and how I fucked his head up by seeing me, it like I know it. Because his very next battle, he used some of my shit. When he battled Charlie Clips, the second battle against Charlie Clips, he go in there and do a ball head bullet line. If you watch my battle against Madface in the third round, I say when I fill him up with that Bliss, I'm talking ball heads. Madface and Bliss is in the same squad. After I did that bar, Tay-Rock did it, and then everybody did it. But I didn't care because to us, it was a win for us. Now we got something in the culture. We got everybody doing ball head bullets lines, and it's from Philly.
Yeah,
I mean, it was so
wasn't that Hitman Holler shit? Ball head.
No, ball game.
No, I know you say ball game, but he used to always come with the ball head bars.
After we did it first.
I never knew that came from.
See, because when I talk about it, people think I try to take it like for myself.
Right.
It's not. I'm letting niggas know it's Philly slang. We call ball heads regular bullets because everybody was at the time in the early 2000s. Everybody was so hype on having hollows and dum-dums and all that shit. So when you had regular bullets, it was like you just got regular bullets. So we had to put a little spin on their name, like now I got little ball heads. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's no such thing as a ball head bullet. It's no such thing as a ball head bullet.
So shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man.
You know how I know?
How you know?
A nerd Googled it.
You said a nerd Googled it.
A nerd Googled it. You know how you go to like Ask Julian and all that shit?
Yeah.
Bro, they asked them, what's a ball head bullet? Nobody answered because they can't. Unless you're a Philly nigga, you just don't understand it.
So Stro said, how do you feel about Hazard Black versus Gaas game?
Who the fuck is that? That's how I feel about it. Who are they? I don't know them.
All right. So the only Hazard Black I know is the one that battled Prezi. That was like Prezi's second battle, I think.
Oh, yeah. Well, if it's one of Prezi battles, he already did.
Yeah, he died. That's what I'm saying to you. Like,
yeah, he already did. Anybody that battled Prezi, they died.
Hazard Black died to me. He went, what was it? 7 rounds with Geechee Meechee. I think it was like 7, 8 rounds.
I love Geechee Meechee.
I think that shit went
let that be known. Geechee Meechee, one of the new niggas that I fuck with heavy.
Fucks with Geechee, man.
I fuck with Geechee.
He already knows that's my guy.
He just want to rap. That's all he want to do. He want to rap. That's all he want to do. Just let
Shout
that
out to
rap.
Geechee, man. Geechee got an interview on here with me too, man. He opened up about a lot. Good, genuine dude. You know what I mean? He'll let you know. You know what I mean? Some real shit. You know what I mean? He'll let you know what he battling and all that shit and all that good shit. But,
so the second battle for me, I did the Quiet Room and I battled K Holla. K Holla done already had a PG and some more shit. He had like 3 years battle rap experience before I came in. Everybody in that battle had way more experience than me. So I go into that battle. We talked to Queen's Flip. Queen's Flip said, I want you to battle K Holla. If you beat K Holla, I get you Lotta Zay.
So wait, so you went in battling niggas that were already experienced. You weren't experiencing this shit.
That's all I wanted.
That's all you want. You wanted experienced niggas. You didn't want niggas new like you.
Yeah, no, fuck no. I would have murdered them niggas.
So you are all right. So you were that confident in yourself.
Yeah, because I already was a student of the game. I used to watch 3 hours of battle rap before every studio session.
Okay.
We used to watch all the new battles. Me and Ham would sit up there, watch all the new battles that came out that week, Sunday when we went up to the studio. We would watch them together. I would go to his house. If some of them was like real fire Jones, I would go to Ham's house and watch them.
So let's get into this right here. When I guess the comment you made, this nigga Butter said Prezi died to him. He said shut up.
Oh, okay. See, I don't have no problem with him saying Prezi died to him. It's the fact that he's telling me to shut up on my interview.
That's what pissed you off.
Yeah. It's not the Prezi comment. It's the shut up part for me. So it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do to Butter when I see him, but it's not going to be as nice as it used to be. You know what I mean?
So when you stepped in the ring versus these experienced guys, right?
Right.
Because I'm an artist, but I don't battle rap. That's just not for me. You know what I mean? When I know something, that's not for me. You know what I mean? But so what goes through your mind when you stepping in front of these dudes, lights, cameras, all these niggas around? I know you've been doing it. Don't get it twisted. You know what I mean? Growing up in Philly. But what goes through your mind when you trying to remember your bars? And is this a whole memory thing? Or because I've seen niggas get shook and forget they shit.
So the way that I wrote,
had the best memory, and they still forget their shit.
Yeah, because it's all right. So I used to watch this. This how I used to watch people, right? Prezi and them still rapping behind us, right?
Yeah.
All right, bet. Because I'm high, so I had to make sure that we.
I didn't want to. I don't never like to just be quiet and shit. So I had.
No, that's cool. That's cool. As long as I ain't tripping, motherfucking. So with battle rap, when I used to get an opponent, I would watch his best battle, and I would watch him in his element being the best of him. Like, his bravado. Oh, I'm killing this nigga, man. Look, this nigga, man. Look, let me run it back.
Yeah.
And then I go watch his worst battle when somebody was sticking their foot in his ass.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go write a whole bunch of that shit. All the shit that he don't like. All the uncomfortable shit. All the shit that's attacking him as a person. You pussy. You a clown. Bar. And usually that make them niggas freeze up.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm basically playing defense for my offense.
Right.
So it becomes a situation where now everything you thought you was going to say, I'm about to attack all the best parts about you. And then I'm going to strip it. You know what I mean? Prime example, when I went to Milwaukee and I battled Bucks, our Black Ice Cartel, I knew Black Ice didn't really fuck with him like that. Okay. So when I went and I wrote my material was some cocky shit, basically saying, nigga, I'm getting you a plate just because I came out to Milwaukee. You from here, and nobody gives a fuck, and I'm going to show you why. You know what I'm saying? His whole thing was, they paid you to come out here, so I'm going to kill you because they paid you. So all of his material was boosting me up.
Yeah, I'm going to say, nigga, I still got paid, though.
All his material was boosting me up while I'm living in a moment. Another thing I never did was, I never talked about your previous battles. Because it wasn't me.
Right.
I got at you for what I wanted to get at you for at that moment. And I used to fuck people up with that. So after Bucks, fucking WBL did an anniversary card and it didn't play out the way that they wanted it to. So Gibbs called my phone and asked me would I take Dre Dennis. So I'm like, yeah, I'd take Dre Dennis. He coming off that Summer Madness PG against Tank the Demon. He red hot right now. So he say, yeah, but I want you to do it before the year is over. Nigga, it's December the 5th.
But
so I'm like, the fuck? I'm like, you want me to do it before the year over? He like, yeah, can you?
It's just 20-something days.
So I told the nigga, give me a few days. I accepted the battle on the 14th and battled fucking Dre Dennis on the 21st. Right? So we both had 7 days to prepare.
Right.
He was known for doing that shit, not me.
Right.
I beat his ass.
So let me ask you something. Do you feel like, because me and my homie was having this discussion, do you feel like Dre Dennis, and shout out who this Tyler Rob, man. Shout out Miss Traumatos. You know what I mean? Always sending folks our way and new viewers. We appreciate that. Welcome to the Gas Chamber Battle League, man. Y'all remember to go like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Share the live. Send this joint out, man. Send it to your folks if they're interested in rap or battle rap themselves, whatever artists, any of that. You know what I mean? Send them up. If you want to get an interview, you hit us up on a Gas Chamber Instagram page and we can set that up, man. So before we get into this next question by Stro, right? Do you feel like Dre Dennis is a stepping stone for battle rappers? And I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. I mean it like when you feel as though like you're nice enough for, I'm gonna say, mainstream battle rap or like a name, like the first person niggas try to get is Dre Dennis. And if they beat Dre, you know what I mean, motherfuckers feel like they're nice enough to be in that realm of battle rappers when you start really battling names and shit.
Well, I'm gonna say yeah, and then I'm gonna say no, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I think yeah because Dre Dennis is a guy who's experienced. He's been in every element of battle rap, as far as like on the spot battles, short time battles, long. You know what I mean? He had a long time to prepare for a battle. He's been on big leagues. He's been on small leagues. He's affordable.
Right.
Like he never outpriced himself. He's never going to outprice himself. And so it could be a test. You know what I'm saying? Like it could be a test. It could be the perfect test for you because Dre is not a nigga that is shit on nobody. Like as much as me and Dre used to bump heads, he will give a nigga that never battled an opportunity to battle. And it's not no crazy number. I'm not gonna put none of his numbers out there, but they obtainable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He don't try to kill nobody, man, and like you said, overprice himself.
So for a step at competing at I would call it at the level of professionalism, yeah, I think he's a formidable opponent to see where you stand. Because if you play with Dre Dennis, he'll beat you. He's not a pushover. He's just not believable. So
Stro said, who's in your top 5 of up and coming battle rappers?
Oh, that's easy. Prezi, fucking Hop, Hannibal, fucking I don't want to miss him because it's somebody. G's LaFleur.
Okay.
And my 5th would probably be
Ooh, that 5th one.
I'm trying to think. It could be probably CD maybe or Chuck 50.
Okay. Shout out Chuck 50, them Delaware niggas. You got a couple Delaware niggas that you liking?
Could be one of them. But then, you got Muwop and Top Floor. So them 4 people right there is probably rumbling for my 5th spot.
For your 5th one?
Yeah. It's just I need to see more from them. See, like I need to see more from fucking Hop too. But I've been around Hop in his transition to battle rap, and I'm hearing him rap a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like when I'm around, he's letting me hear material. And then 2, like he picks my brain about shit. So I already know his mindset on how he coming into battle rap. A nigga that's a student of the game is a dangerous nigga. You know what I mean? Because he's not too cocky to learn. And a person that's not too cocky to learn can always go up. You know what I mean? So that's why I started to call people battling Hopportunity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Opportunity.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. Opportunity is funny as shit.
Because Hop beat his own little bag and shit. And niggas be like overlooking him because he talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, Hop been talking shit.
Yeah, but I respect it because I was a big shit talker too. I was the villain. And was Captain America. I was Joker.
Okay.
I used to piss people off purposely, even in local.
So, do you feel like, because you said you studied your opponent and stuff like that, do you feel like some battle rappers lose themselves or lose. I won't say lose himself, but lose like you can fuck around, lose a battle, whatever, just because you don't study your opponent or you don't take the craft serious. I mean, do you feel like a lot of them don't take it serious and it's just something to do, or do you feel like a lot of these niggas are real passionate about battle rap?
Confidence, content, and comfortable, they all cousins.
Okay.
It all depends on which one you dance with. You know what I'm saying? Confident people can get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a thin line. It's a very, very, very thin line. And with battle rap, people are known to give motherfuckers flowers way before they deserve them. So, you can come off one battle that'll blow your fucking ego up so high that you get your ass kicked the next 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that, butter. I hated you too. Who cares?
So throughout battle rap, I mean, all the stages you done been on, all the opponents you stepped in front of, who do you think was your toughest opponent?
Lotta Zay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You answered that pretty quick too. Like you sure?
Yeah, everybody else I beat them too easy. It wasn't even no debate that I beat them. Bar for bar, I beat them. They might not have been entertaining battles. I got a few battles that I think are not entertaining at all, but I beat them.
So why do you think he was your toughest opponent?
Because he wrote for me and he used his material that he had for Danny Myers from a battle that didn't come out. So I felt like he had more than enough to beat me, and he still didn't beat me. But I felt like his first round, he didn't know who he was fucking with. But that second round, it proved that he took me serious.
Okay.
So I felt like that's when the fight started. You know what I mean?
Second.
Yeah. I think that's when the fight started. And it showed me like, all right, I could do this. But I knew he knew I was dangerous because it was kind of like, it was just awkward. Like he had on sunglasses and a bucket hat for no reason. And he wasted his whole first round rapping to a mirror and like literally exposing himself to like take away. I guess he was trying to take away any angles that I had. But if he'd have paid attention to my work, I don't do that shit. So when I first started my first round, I'm kicking his ass. Like I'm going right at him. I'm not playing with this nigga. And I think that's when he realized he was in trouble. So the second round he came out, he put all that shit together. That shit, nigga did like a 4-minute round when we was only supposed to do 2.
Nobody stopped him?
Fuck no, I ain't stopping him neither.
Why you say that?
First time I'm hearing the nigga actually snap on me. I was caught up in the moment. Big crowd, all the Philly niggas behind me, everybody did. I mean, it was big for me. Why the fuck would I stop him? Oh, he going over time. Come on, Eric, stop him.
So give me your thought after he finally did stop it. It was just in between your time to rap, niggas going crazy, whatever.
I felt like he was getting a different type of crowd reaction, so I never was worried. I felt like people were reacting to him because he was Lotta Zay, and they were reacting to me because they was like, "Yo, who the fuck is this nigga?"
So you thought he was getting a reaction off his name.
He getting reactions like this, like, "Hey, oh shit," and I'm getting reactions like, "Whoa," like, "What the fuck?" Like, but I knew it was the shock value that a lot of niggas in the building didn't know who the fuck I was.
Right.
But it was a lot of niggas that was in the building that was like, "Yo, Z rumbling this nigga right now." Like, yeah, it's going down.
Right.
And I think that's when the Philly niggas was comfortable with being like, all right, cool. Because this cocky motherfucker been trying to take the top spot, but now it's kind of like, we got to give it to him now. But this nigga just rumbled. You know what I'm saying? Because it was like, at that time, I was battling the bigger opponent. Like everybody, we all was in grind mode together, but I just was hustling just a little bit different than everybody else. But it's because I understood the game. And I was trying to set a new type of dynamic where the battle rapper dictates his future. They didn't see it then; they see it now. Everybody that's successful in battle rap now, coming out of Philadelphia, they using my shit. They using the foundation that I built, but it's not like I built it and I didn't tell them, like, use it. I'm telling them, use it. Don't get content. You know what I mean? Like, don't get content. Don't fall victim to being loyal to a league. Be loyal to yourself. Always look for the best platform or the best opponent, bro. Because when that footage is up there on YouTube, nobody got to live with that shit but you. The league don't get that fault. It's you. So you got to be comfortable about every opponent that you take so that you can perform your best of your abilities. Because nobody's going to wear that burden but you. Facts. And don't be afraid to invest in yourself. It's okay to put up some money when you know you can win. The L is when you put up your money and you get your ass whooped.
That part.
That's the L. When you put your money up and they beat your ass. But if you put your money up and you win that battle, I promise you, that's a great investment, bro.
I like when you get in this mode, man. When you say, listen, y'all better take this shit in, especially if you're an aspiring battle rapper or you're a battle rapper already. Y'all better take this shit in, man. I'm telling you. Welcome to the Gas Chamber, man. We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. We in here with my man Zor Money. You know what I mean? He dropping bombs on you niggas. I knew it's gonna happen eventually. You know what I mean? That's why I try to surround myself with people like Zor, because motherfuckers, they want to see people win so bad. Eventually in the conversation, the niggas gonna start dropping jewels on you and trying to teach you some shit. It's exactly why I hang around niggas like him.
Like when I met Butter was coming into battle rap and he was angry. He was angry? Because, yeah, he was angry. But he wasn't angry like bitter. He was angry because he understood the position he was in. He knew he was at the back of the fucking line. And he felt like he was doper than that. We didn't know he was doper than that. He had to prove that shit.
Right.
But we didn't like it.
Right.
But Butter was never afraid to ask questions. He was never afraid to call a nigga and say, yo, listen to this round and don't be afraid to tell me that this shit is trash, Z. Like, all right, Butter, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
with the like Butter always had that little, you know what I mean?
Like, come on, man. I'm serious. Like, you know what I mean? And that's my guy. And it's like, when you see a nigga that's that, you know, that on his game, it's hard to not answer their call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard. Like with Prezi. Prezi went through like a month where he just like, yo, Z, I'm going to pick your brain. So when I call you, answer your phone. Like, what the fuck? What do you want me to do? Yeah. And I'm like, all right, bro, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like, you want to see your brothers win. If you don't want to see them win, you can't call them your brother.
But that's dope that they got, you know what I mean, somebody like you that they can call, and vice versa. I mean, you call, pick their brain, and everything else. I know a lot of dickheads that hang with other dickheads and don't know what the fuck. It's the blind leading the fucking blind, niggas saying dumb shit. So it's good that niggas got a motherfucker like you. And, you know what I mean, in such a competitive, I'm going to say sport, in such a competitive sport, you got motherfuckers that's willing to do that. At the end of the day, y'all could be opponents, whether it's same city or not. It don't matter.
Yeah, most
shout out to Butter, man. That's my guy, man. I fucks with Butter, man.
Most niggas that come into battle rap, you know, like they come into it because like they see how fast you can be known. A lot of niggas rarely come in here because they feel like they got a chip on their shoulder. Like they really want to find out where they are in the spectrum of lyricism. It's very rare that you find some niggas that come in and do it. So it's like when I did my shit and Hand had his run and Diesel and Easy the Block Captain, Dub the Phenom, Butter from the Block. These brothers like really took their pride in being dope rappers, man. Like we rumble other people, but we rumble to be better than each other. If Butter had a good battle out and I'm coming up soon, like he better cherish them views, cause like when my shit come out, I'm promoting my shit heavy, nigga.
Right.
You know, we promoted our battles, man. We promoted each other battles.
Right.
Butter got a battle out and my battle not out. I'm promoting Butter battle, bro. Yo, check my brother out, man. He dope. Butter from the Block. I posted an Angry Fan. Like, yo, check him out. This Butter from the Block. And everybody fuck with me from the groups, the Angry Fan and Chris Unbiased and the Battle Rap Debate Team, because I was in there with them. as a fan. So when it was my turn to battle, and they went and watched me, and they like, yo, this nigga cold. I started to build fans when they were my peers. My peers became my fans. You know what I mean? So I go into the J Murder battle, and I'm real confident because now I know my niche. I know all my shit now. I know how I'm going to deliver. I know my back-to-back punches. I know I don't want to scheme too much. I'm ready. So J Murder got the full package. Like he got the full package. Like he got Joel. Like 3 rounds. Like 3 rounds. He got me. Like, and that was the Joel that I was going to run with for the rest of the battle situation before I changed within the next 4 or 5 months. I had changed and I was on my way out the door. Like we can even talk about that. I'll tell you actually why I left battle rap completely.
We're gonna get into that right after. I need to know who. Give me a battle rap. Give me a battle rapper, an opponent that you killed like the worst, where it was to the point where like, yo, man, leave that man alone, man. I wanted to see a Zor battle like that. What battle would that be? It's
probably either J Murder or probably Billy Dutchess.
Okay.
When I went down pit fights and shit. And shout out to Butter and them because it was a snowstorm and they still came and see me. I love them for that shit. Briz came,
That's love.
Butter came, V's came, Big Hand came, Tinker D came. It was a snowstorm, bro. These niggas came, got in the car, and came to one of my battles in a snowstorm. That's why anytime these niggas had a big battle, I made sure I showed up. When Butter battled Twerk, I made sure I was there. You know, when he had a big battle, I made sure I was there because them niggas pulled up for me in some times, bro.
Right.
Sometimes they niggas pulled up for the kid. You know what I mean?
That's
like, that's one thing I can give.
That's love.
You know, them niggas supported me the way I supported them. I think it was Billy Dutchess. It had to be Billy Dutchess or J Murder. A lot of people think it's Uno Lavos, but I don't think it was Uno because after the battle was over, I watched it back. I beat him, but it wasn't entertaining, and I felt like if I beat somebody and it's not entertaining, I did half the work.
Okay, I can kind of see what you mean though.
Because it's like you'll watch it, but you won't watch it again. And the only reason why that battle got a lot of views is because I violated the niggas so much that a lot of these battle rap channels that do like compilations, they had me in their compilation videos. So it's like a lot of videos that had 267,000 views. I was on that joint. Like battle rap, the top battles that almost turned into a fight and you know the most disrespectful moments in battle rap and all that shit. I was in them joints for violating Uno. And I can even get into that and the reason why I did that to him, but
yeah, go ahead. I mean, if you want to, it don't matter to me, man. It's your interview.
So RBE wanted me to come on a platform because I met ARP when I battled out in Black Ice. I met him in Milwaukee. So he was trying to get me to battle your boy Clip, but I ain't want to battle no local nigga from New York and just jump on an A train and I'm spending all this money to come up to New York to battle. So I'm like, I want somebody a little bit different. So at the time, I wanted like a grudge match and some shit. So Uno used to come on the battle rap pages back in the day and he used to talk big shit. He used to tell niggas like, I've been on bigger platforms than y'all never gonna make it to where I'm at and all this goofy ass dumb shit that like I wasn't feeling. And then he had his homie Ray Stizzy that was dickying and co-signing this shit. Hurt my fucking soul. Like him, like even with Ray Stizzy, like that bitch ass nigga, like I showed him one time I had so much juice, right? Like he was talking shit. So I'm like, battle me. So he like, nah, I ain't battling you. You gotta do this, that, and the third. So I'm like, nigga, I can change your battle to me. You gotta battle down in pit fights. I can make them switch it to me. No, you can't. You can't do that. So I called him and I switched his battle to me.
What did he say when you did that shit?
The nigga cried like a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, how they gonna do that? I just started writing for this person. They like, bro, we just set the battle up a couple days ago. The fuck is you talking about?
He got 2 rounds already.
Bro. Ray Stizzy didn't want to get that. Ray Stizzy didn't want to get in that ring with me, man. You know what I'm talking about? He cried like a bitch. So anyway,
I'm assuming that battle never happened.
I just wanted to prove to that nigga I had juice. He didn't know I had juice. I got juice.
Right.
I always had juice. So where the fuck was I at? Cause something triggered that. Oh, the Uno battle.
Yeah,
so Ray Stizzy go to jail. Me and Uno battle. I point out the fact that he brought up the situation. A lot of shit. I pointed out a lot of shit that now, you know, I won the battle and I won the war. Cause I was telling niggas that he was a rat then, and you know, he ended up being a rat now.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things. But you know, I violated him because I felt like
crazy.
I felt like he wasn't a part of our community. He was saying he was from Philly, and he wasn't. He's from Bucks County.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, he's not from Philly. If Uno from Philly, ask him what high school he went to. How does he got all these battles up there and nobody in the comments say that they know him? It's that. When he can answer them 3 questions, then we'll get there.
Yeah, I mean, I feel you, but...
All right, so moving right along. Listen, one thing about Z, if you don't know me from rapping in the city, you know me from school. If you don't know me from school, you know me from the street. So...
Either way, you know me.
Yeah, so how the fuck is nigga like Uno and nobody know him?
Right.
Nigga got a battle with like 2 million views on it. Nobody in the comments saying, I know this nigga from elementary school. Nothing. He not one of us. So I set that battle up to prove to these niggas he's not one of us. And the proof is in the pudding. Everybody that's from Philly or in the tri-state area that's even close to Philly is standing behind me, including Bill Collector.
You're going to have to, Rock Boy, you're going to have to go back. We answered this question already.
What was your toughest battle that you ever had?
We answered that already.
Latize on Don't Flop. I did that shit on July 4th weekend.
So that's why you went so hard at Uno Lavos. Yeah,
because one, pussy, you not even from where we from. 2, right. I beat you the fuck up. Right. And 3, I love my city. Like, a lot of niggas talk that they love their city shit. I love my city. You cannot point out one moment that I have a selfish moment that I can't give you 3 moments that I gave back to my city.
Right.
You can't.
I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit. A motherfucker feeling as though he can claim a city, or you know what I mean. I don't know, it's just weird to me, man.
That's the thing. That's the thing.
Weird,
like even with the thing with Easy and Rosenberg Raw and Bill Collector and all them, and people say that they don't know them from the city and none of that. But these brothers have came to events and have performed on some of our platforms when we didn't have shit.
Facts.
So it's like
either way, I feel like they're so embedded.
They are cousins.
Yeah, it don't matter where they. I mean, because don't get it twisted. Like Rosenberg will let you know he from the county. Bill Collector will let you know I'm from Norristown. You know what I mean? But they still have ties to the city. They've been coming here so long. They've mixed in with the city. They look like they don't belong. You know what I mean?
Right. So, they come to events. They battle at certain leagues here. It's like, what do you want? What else more do you want from me?
Right.
So it's like,
it just
it
makes sense.
It just personal gripes at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't like Raw, then that's the thing you can go to. If you don't like Bill, that's the thing you can go to. If you don't like Easy, that's the thing you can go to. Like, you know, but it is what it is. Like, you can't erase history. Easy and $1 Million Cash is one of the best battles that was on WBL. Bill Collector versus Woo, Bill Collector versus Dub the Phenom, Bill Collector versus E Banger. That's all on Trap House Philly.
Yep.
You know, Rosenberg Raw battled on Powerhouse.
Yep.
More than once. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I be on the spectrum with that shit. You know what I mean? Because it's like some personal things I don't like that certain them niggas had done. But overall, I don't erase them from history. You know what I mean? Like, they're part of our history. It is what it is.
So before we get into the reason why you stepped away, my man Rockboy had a question. He said, "Zoe, you got to get back to our community and battle one more time for the culture." Well, is that a possibility, and could that ever happen? I mean, you can tell us no. I'm never battling again. Don't ask me that no more. Cool. But is it a possibility that it could ever happen?
Yeah, it could happen again.
What would have to be the stipulations for that?
It would have to be a event for Busy, and it would have to be somebody big.
Yeah, that would be dope. Me and OG gonna have a meeting. I'm really trying to put some big shit together for the next event that we do have. But
But it's like to
I
answer the
never
first
thought
part.
that would be a. I never thought that would be an option. I thought you was done completely. I ain't gonna lie.
No, everybody always knew my answer. I love money. My kids love money. Offer me more. Offer me more money than what I make already.
Right.
You know
I
what I'm saying?
feel that.
I make a lot of money not battling. So, you know.
So what caused you? Because you had so much success in battle rap, right?
Yeah.
Number one, you going through all these battle rappers, killing everybody. 30 burger here, you know what I mean? 30 burger there. Why get on your Chappelle shit and step away from battle rap? You know what I mean? You had the height, not the height of your success, but you're doing so well, and then you just step away from it all. You know what I mean?
I started to learn that the further that I got up the tree, the bullshit was going to keep occurring. I had people that had names, battle people for chump change, and then when I asked them to battle me, they want crazy amount of money. I had battles set up with people that when it got close to actually fulfilling the battles, they backed out. I just felt like I was, and then two, one of the most influential leagues was never going to do business with me because I had already did business with RBE.
And why wouldn't they do business with you?
Because URL wasn't fucking with nobody that was fucking with RBE. Like niggas got to remember that when Norbs used to book situations out of town, my baby mom used to book his hotel. We knew where he stayed.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? My baby mom used to run a management company for battle rappers that I started, but I let her figurehead that shit because it wouldn't have looked right, a battle rapper managing battle rappers.
Right.
So we would sit and talk about it, and being as though that she's brilliant and, you know, she's a people's person because she worked in childcare for over 16 years, she, you know, she would take directions and execute at a very high level. You know what I mean? At a very high level. You know, when Math went over to Africa to battle, she helped him transition his currency to U.S. currency. He didn't even know how to switch his money. You know what I mean? Like, my baby mom helped a lot of motherfuckers, bro. Like, we had a lot of people up under Godmother management.
All right, that's what's up. I never knew y'all had a whole management thing with battle rappers and all that. That shit get deep with y'all.
Yeah, because
that
they
shit
didn't know shit about business. They just rapped.
Yeah.
And I had to school them. I wanted them to understand that this shit is business. Every battle you take is business. Every time you walk on these platforms and you underperform or overperform, it's business. And you can't be foolish to think that it's not. Because you see people around you that's not taking it serious. See, when you surround yourself in a culture that want to do this shit as a hobby, all the business-minded niggas look weird. So when I was in battle rap and I'm handling business, niggas that don't understand business is saying stupid shit like, oh, he paying for battles and yeah, cause you like that shit was frowned upon or some shit. Like, nigga, you only saying that cause you broke.
I'm building my buzz though. This is an investment on me. If I'm paying the niggas for a reason.
Meech, if the niggas had money to do it, they would have did it too. The niggas only said that because they was broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Every nigga that I know that could put money up for their battles, put money up for their battles, and ask them where their career at now. Ask them.
It's an investment on yourself.
It's the smartest fucking thing to do. Like, think about it this way, Meech. You talk to a league owner. The first thing the league owner is going to say is, I like you. I want you on the platform. Once you battle on the platform once and people start liking you on that platform, they're going to try to book you in. Do another couple battles, I'll give you a name. Right? Why would you do a couple battles and wait for him to give you a name When if you know you ready to run, you ready to rumble right now, go half.
Makes sense.
If I put up half the money to battle a nigga, and the league put up half the money, the fuck?
Right.
Why I gotta wait 3 battles? We can do this now.
Right.
Bro, niggas did not understand that shit and didn't understand why the fuck I was moving.
She said she missed that shit, but she don't miss the drama.
Because it's the truth. It's the truth. Battle rap thrives off negativity. It thrives off it. If a dope ass battle happened on Saturday and I whoop somebody's ass Saturday, my ass whooping is gonna get way more attention than that battle.
Yeah.
It's just a fact. And depending on how people feed into the ass kicking, I might even make it to URL.
Get enough attention on you.
Yep.
Get enough attention.
Not from rapping though. This is not from rapping.
So was that the main reason for stepping away though? It was just the drama and the BS that came with shit behind the scenes and all that shit.
Honestly, I felt like if I'd have stayed in battle rap, I'd have went to jail. I'd have fucked one of them niggas up.
Oh, it was that bad. Like,
yeah, because you don't understand how at that time niggas was doing some slimy ass business, bro. That from the street, a street nigga, we gotta get dirty. We got to roll around on the ground.
All right. Now I feel you.
Like, bro, prime example. Meech want to set up a battle against Av. Av say, yo, I'm looking forward to it. Meech, you fire. They done gave me the money that I want. I'm going to kill you, nigga. Start promoting and everything. URL call that nigga phone. Hey, Av, we need you, baby. Yeah, but I got this battle against Meech. What are you saying? So you saying that little nigga is more important than being on the biggest platform for English rap, battle rap?
So they flex their
muscle. Oh, man, but they pay me XYZ. We're going to give you double that. So now, Av calling Meech back, he changed his tone. It ain't all that I'm going to kill you. Now it's, yo, bro, we got to talk. Need to holler at you, man. Come on, King, beloved. Come on, beloved. Look, man, URL just called me, man. Offering me K-Shine, bro. You know I got to take that battle, man. Look, is there any way we can reschedule?
I can believe it.
Now, mind you, if you don't reschedule with this nigga, you might as well say you just got burnt out of your fucking money. 80% chance you just got burnt out of your fucking money, bro.
You're not sending that back.
80% chance.
Is that why contracts are so important in battle rap when you're doing shit like that?
Contracts are fucking a joke.
Okay.
Let me tell you why contracts a joke.
Go ahead.
Because the amount of money that you paying to book the nigga, you gonna spend 4 times the amount going through legal trouble.
Yeah. Just to get that money, that little bit of money back.
So you're gonna end up suing them for that little bit of fucking money and the lawyer money, and then the lawyer money is bigger than this. Come on, bro. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke. In the history of fucking going to court in battle rap, who has went to court yet? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Right. No fucking body.
And if they did, nobody gave a fuck to utilize that method again.
Right. It'll cost more than it was worth.
Bro, it's a fucking joke.
That's crazy. So you just stuck then?
Battle rap is a pyramid. You know how they do the pyramid scheme shit?
Yeah.
All right, it's a pyramid. This is how it goes. The very top is URL. Then it's King of the Dot and RBE. All the rest of you little niggas, y'all get whatever the fuck they ain't got. Whatever trickles down. That's a fact. So thinking that you can work outside of the element or outside of the structure that's already been there for 10 years, you'll be doing yourself a disservice.
So
That's
you
why you
think
see a lot of these new leagues come in. They automatically start getting URL talent and all that. They come to their platform because they know won't nobody watching without it.
so? Do you think URL created a monopoly in the so to speak? Like,
Of course, because they started saying shit like you can't copy respect. Like you know what I'm saying? Like first of all, what the fuck do that mean? Think about that shit for a minute. If you so for the culture, why would you have a slogan that says you can't copy respect? That's because you want to make it seem like you're the originator of everything, and that anything that goes after you is only a duplicate of what you did when you're not even the first battle league.
no, you're not. Just the biggest.
WRC was already out doing 2-on-2s way before you. Then Grind Time came after them. All right? We're not even talking about Lions Den that was before them too.
Right.
These are documented battle raps. Fight Club, documented battle raps.
Fight Club on MTV.
So why are you saying you can't copy respect? Because you want people to feel like if it doesn't go through you, it's not legit. Now, how does that help a culture?
Especially when you recycle the same old battle rappers anyway. It ain't like you going grabbing new talent or.
Hold on. Even with the new talent shit, they come from smaller leagues.
Right.
So what do you mean you can't copy respect? Everything you do is a copy, nigga. Name one battle rapper that's on URL that didn't come from another league some fucking funny kind of way. Please.
It ain't like you gonna take a nigga without no footage. That's the first thing they gonna ask you.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
That's the first thing they gonna ask you. Do you have any footage?
Name one fucking battle rapper that doesn't come from another platform, bro. So what do they mean? They copy and respect.
I look at that shit like bang bang, and it's shit like that.
Then you got the whole blogging community of battle rap. All them niggas is scared.
Why you say they're scared?
Bro, because if they speak out against URL will report their channel.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you didn't know they do that shit, did you?
No.
Oh, okay.
URL reported.
Ask Minnesota Luke what happened to his fucking channel. Ask Chris Unbiased what happens to his channel. Ask these niggas, bro. And then ask motherfucking Jay Black how your channel been up almost 12 years. You got their logo and everything, and you never got struck one time. Okay, so when you know who you playing with, it's like I don't conform. I adapt.
So he got his shit. He got their logo on his channel. Never got flagged for nothing.
Bro, he did videos where he's mimicking their battles, and he used their intro and everything.
Oh,
his channel is, bro. Anything that has a repetition wave pattern of something that's already conducted as the primary source of that content, it gets flagged, bro.
Right.
Audio and video, it cannot have the same consistency.
Right.
The nigga is starting off his fucking video, smack, boom, big ass joint up there, and then he gets to his parody. He never been struck. Channel never been struck.
He working with him.
No shit.
Yeah, he working with him. Shit. But I didn't think URL was that petty, so to speak.
Bro, like, they came into the game being. Come on, hold on. They came into the game being petty. Let's get to it. So, World Star Hip Hop started promoting an event called Philly vs. New York. The headliner was my son versus Elliot fucking Ness.
Okay.
Oh, listen, now everybody like, oh shit, I remember this. Young Hot battled Murder Mook. T-Rex battled Tech 9.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? That event, who recorded that event?
Was the URL?
You fucking right. Smack, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They said some other nigga ran off with all the money, right?
Right.
Okay. Why was URL started 3 months later? And why did that video, the footage, that's supposed to have been compromised, how the fuck is it on their YouTube channel? And why didn't they pay the niggas involved? Ask Enes, did he get a mic on check and then he get a check from that video being on their YouTube channel? Don't worry, we wait.
Have you spoken to anybody?
Somebody tag Lou, and God rest Tech 9 Soul, but I already know his answer because we already talked about it. That's why Tech got them plates on URL. They owed that nigga, bro. They owed that nigga. They started URL by janky promoting that New York versus Philly shit. They act like one nigga ran off with all the money, but they ended up with all the footage. How the fuck is that possible?
Who they say ran off with the money?
You tell me.
Like they just like, who ran off? That nigga. That nigga who? I don't know.
Now he's that nigga.
So, and then where the footage at? But I got it.
Right.
What?
Bro.
You that nigga.
Murder Mook vs. Young Hot has over 1 million views on that YouTube channel. Where is Young Hot's check money?
Rock Boy said, I hope this don't get flagged.
Where is his check money?
Who was that?
Young Hot.
Oh. Boy ran off with it.
No, I'm saying they got his footage on their channel.
Right.
They got his footage on the channel. It's over 1 million views.
Right. Where the money at?
Did he get at least a $1,500 check?
I'm sure they ain't sent him nothing.
Exactly. But is Young Hot wrong if he flagged that bitch?
Rock Boy said Enes the only one got paid from that card.
And I wonder how.
But keep it real, I don't see when
bro,
niggas
bro, people, hold on, because I want to point something else out. Because I want people to be like, oh, well, it was only an event. They couldn't have made that much money. Bro, they had a fucking text number that you had to pay 10 cents to vote for the battles. Did y'all forget? It was on World Star. They had a Texan voting system.
Damn sure did.
Over 267,000 votes. You times that by 10 cents, nigga. What's fucking wrong with y'all?
That's a lot of fucking money.
Me and Beasley used to talk all the time.
So the nigga ran off with that much money.
Still to this day, Beasley has the same number. I can recite the number verbatim, but I won't do it because of the status that he is, and I believe that his number should be private. Right? But don't think we haven't talked. He talks shark, I speak shark. Period.
He talks shark, I speak shark.
Mm-hmm. We both speak shark. This is the reason why I left battle rap. I offered Beasley $5,000 to do a PG event and put the headline battles, me, Dub, and Hand.
Okay.
Right? And just drop the footage and let the people talk. You keep all the footage and all that shit. Put it all on your channel. You can even take credit for the event. Just give my niggas an opportunity. You know what he said? He'll think about it. At that moment, I realized that this nigga's an arrogant fuck. Because there's no way in the world I'm turning down a business opportunity like that from anybody.
Right.
I don't even give a fuck if the event flop at that point. I don't have to do nothing. And in the history of PGs, they never spent $5,000. Just let that be known.
Mm-hmm.
All right? We didn't even ask for certain opponents. The shit was just to throw the bait to see if they would take it.
So, when he said he'd think about it, I'm assuming y'all never talked about it again.
Yes, we did.
And what he said?
He wouldn't give me an answer.
What you mean?
He wouldn't give me an answer. We ended up start talking about something else.
So what did he say then?
He said he's starting this smaller situation, which was Born Legacy, and he'll see if he could work it out where me, Hand, and Dub would just go on Born Legacy. But I wanted to do a PG event where everybody that was on the card was from Philly. I just wanted to use us as the headline because we was the more notable names at the time.
Right.
It would have drew a crowd. It would have drew a crowd. So it's like they could have gave us Mike P, fucking the Saga, and fucking Rada. Didn't matter. Could have been Jack Boy. We didn't give a fuck. We all was coming in at the same time.
You was just trying to put on for the city.
That's
pretty
it.
Much.
I just wanted a URL event, nice little small joint for the Philly niggas, and then drop the footage and let the people respond, because I was reading our comments on YouTube, and they were asking us, why these niggas not on URL? Bro, I can pull up old posts where people are putting me next to Calico, saying they can't wait till I get the URL because they want to hear real street talk between real street niggas. And there's a picture of me and a picture of Calico, nigga. I don't know the nigga who made that post.
You have people that's really paying attention. You have fans. Niggas that's really listening. There's people that love this shit, man.
It's like nothing that we did was forced, bro. Every Philly nigga who got a buzz earned a buzz, bro. They cannot say that these Philly niggas got handed anything. We had more out-of-town battles than home games.
I believe that.
Ask anybody that's from Philly, if they pulled up their resume, they got more out-of-town battles than home games, bro.
I believe that.
You can't make a name for yourself battling home.
I believe it. And that's why when Inez battled DNA for the second time and DNA came to Philly, I said, yeah, I'm going to go to this shit. Because I respect it. Because a lot of niggas don't want to come here and battle here.
It's not even the fact that they don't want to come here. It's the fact that the position we were in with battle rap as the culture. We were not looked at like that. You got to remember that our biggest battle rapper was Tech 9. He wasn't bar heavy.
No, he wasn't bar heavy. Tech 9 wasn't bar heavy. He was more charisma and performance.
So when they started the campaign, I'm a real fan of battle rap, so I've been around from the beginning when it's transition shit, right? But when they started that campaign, Bars Over Jokes, you remember that?
Yeah.
That was to get Tech 9 the fuck out of here. They tried to get Bill out of there with that shit too. But Bill was a new nigga coming in, and Bill can actually rap.
That's fucked up.
The Bars Over Joke shit, look at it. They started a Bars Over Joke campaign, right? The very next battle is DNA versus Tech 9. Then after that is Cortez versus Tech 9. Which is one of the most terrible battles in URL history.
So what you telling me is URL can end your career if they want to, for the most part.
Yeah, bro. Do you not understand that if you don't get
they're like battle rap villains, man.
Do you know if you do not get a URL battle, you will never be considered top tier? I don't care if you're the dopest lyricist ever. If you do not battle on URL, you can't be considered top tier.
In whose eyes?
The culture.
Yeah, I don't think so. That's I don't think so.
Okay. You might not think so, but thousands and thousands of fucking fans think so.
Yeah, but then they're not really fans though. You just mainstream fans. Like,
no, nigga, these are core-based fans.
Oh, that's crazy.
You got to remember that if you from Poo Poo the Fool battle rapper, and you come from I don't really know about bars battle league. Do you know that the same nigga that subscribed to you, they already on URL? They already subscribed to URL, bro. You don't got no unique fucking subscribers.
Right.
URL got all the subscribers. Everybody else is getting a piece of that.
Right.
Nobody got more subscribers than URL.
Right.
So what makes you think that you getting somebody unique? If they believe that shit and they putting it out there, that's the presidents of the service. I mean, of the structure of the community. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Come on, man.
Niggas don't think of it that way though, but I feel you.
It's the only way to look at it, bro. You got media platforms that don't speak out against them. They do a lot of shit and nobody says nothing, bro. There's nothing you can do about it. The damage is already done. It's either you conform or you adapt. And I adapted and I got the fuck out of it. Because I wasn't willing to conform. If I would have stayed in battle rap, I probably would have been just going to URL 3 or 4 years later because they would have fucking froze me out to the point where I needed them and I would have compromised myself to be there. See me and my baby mom, we was in a 3-way call with Norbs. She heard the conversation between me and Norbs. Norbs wanted to give me a battle rapper that I was already beating names. He was trying to give me a no name for a PG. I'm like, bro, I'm already battling names.
Yeah.
At least you can give me somebody you like.
Right. So you said I can believe it. Look how they doing A-Ward.
Right, but the thing about A-Ward is like, A-Ward is number 500. He's not nothing special. They've been doing that to niggas. It's just the fact that A-Ward is at a point where now it's so much shit been exposed in battle rap. People are a lot more acceptable to hearing people's stories now. See, before you start speaking like how I'm speaking now, and niggas like, oh, he mad. He mad because he can't get on URL and all this dumbass shit. When the fact of the matter is I never got to get on URL because everybody that's on URL would take my money. All I got to do is just pay them what they want to get paid. I can bring URL to me. That wasn't the problem. The problem is when you watching no alternative, because there is no alternative, you got to realize that you're going to end up having to see them niggas anyway. You know, these niggas that will never get on URL and they still battle rap?
Yeah.
That's the dumbest shit I ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Niggas love it, man.
No. You loving battle rap is one thing. But you knowing that you're never going to be on the biggest platform because they might got some type of little gripe against you or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, what are you doing it for at that point? You know what I mean?
I mean, some people, at the end of the day, some people might like the lifestyle, man. They don't want to do nothing else. They feel as though they can do this shit. I don't know. I don't. Sometimes I'll be wondering when I see artists or battle rappers, whatever, what's your end plan for all this? Like, is this it? Like, is this all you going? Is this all you trying to get out of this shit?
Yeah, of course.
Is this all you want right here?
Bro, battle rap cheap. If you were a rapper right now, you were trying to make a name for yourself, what route would you go? Battle rap. Because it's cheap. A person can come into battle rap and be a nobody and get on a card and people will see your name on a flyer and come to the event and see you battle, bro. Whether they like you or not, they still see you. If an artist right now was to write a song, he would have to pay the studio to record it. Then he would have to put it on streaming platforms and go out and perform that shit.
Yeah.
Nope. Nobody got to listen to that shit.
I feel what you're saying. It's like when you battle rapping, you're straight to the people. Immediately, yeah. I understand what you mean, but
that's the point. So it's like you see a lot of guys that come into battle rap that don't know how to fucking rap on beat, none of that shit. Because they look at the instant gratification, the instant notoriety. But then they also never become students at a game to really learn their craft. So then you start hearing these niggas and you hear them rap and they rap like URL niggas. They got a URL starter kit. They want to do their hands and arms and all that shit like Twerk and all them and rap like fucking K-Shine and all that shit and throw their hat down like T-Rex. They got the URL starter kit. And sometimes it worked for them. I seen a lot of niggas do it and it worked for them. But I seen a lot of niggas do it and it didn't.
One of the worst, I think Stro was there. One of the worst, I know the gang was there. One of the worst battles I ever seen was the first time I seen Uncle Jesse. I don't know if you met the white boy Uncle Jesse. Used to be around the gang. But Uncle Jesse battled on a card Prezi was battling on for the Battle Academy. And he battled, first of all, he battled like a little person. I don't want to get flagged and get in trouble. But he battled a little person.
What, because he battled a midget?
Yeah, you said
they
that, not
don't.
me.
That's not a bad word.
Oh, I thought they got offended by that shit.
No, they title videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
Own videos. They title their own videos that.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's like I don't understand it. You know,
Anyway.
I understand dwarfism and all of that. Like, see, the way you don't get flagged is if you be educational about it. So, like, when we say certain things that borderline ride the spectrum, just start segueing into something educational. You know what I mean?
Anyway, yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
Just explain it.
But if it's deliberate, then it's a violation. But it's not a violation. We're identifying who they were. We understand what they are. We appreciate it. You know what I mean? There ain't no, it's nothing to listen.
She said they call them little people now.
They do.
So
But that's the thing, though. So what do you do when there's a dwarf?
They all call little people.
So they all go under one name now?
Yeah, they all just little people.
That ain't fair to them. Some of them smaller than others.
But I mean, once you under, I think they said once you under 4'11", you consider like a little person.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's something like that.
That's crazy. So my cousin Toy is a little person.
How tall is Toy?
Toy like fucking 4'11", 4'10". She been at all night.
My wife like 4'11", so it's like.
But I don't look at her as a little person though.
She don't really look like she 4'11" though. I mean, I don't know. She's just a short motherfucker.
That's what I look at it as. I feel like if you little, you gotta be like 3 foot, like almost in the 4 foot spectrum.
Like 4 foot 4'2".
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Some shit like that.
Yeah, like
I could be wrong, but I think she told me that shit. She was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I don't know the specifics. You know, shout out to them. You know.
Yeah, but on the Battle Academy card, it was Uncle Jesse, and it was versus little guy. I forgot his name. So, and I think the Battle Academy still got this footage on their page. I could be wrong, but he pretty much got up there and he was like, this nigga just looked like he just watched a million tapes of battle rap and just got up there and just was reciting everything he saw in one bar. Because it was weird. He wasn't even like finishing complete sentences. You know what I mean? He was just rapping like he would just, I don't know, it was almost like Tourette's battle rap. Like the shit was weird. He would just yell shit. I'm talking like long gun, spot you. You know what I mean? Like it was just weird. You be like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like then he pulled the belt out and did this whole beat your ass like scheme and shit. Like it was weird, bro. It was weird. But it was definitely like I said, it looked like it was a bunch of bad rappers cloned into or not even cloned, but just put into this dude put into this dude's brain. Like he just watched, like they sat there and had his eyelids open and like, you know what I mean, had him watch a million tapes of battle rap.
Manchurian Candidate?
Yeah, and he had to go out there and just, you know what I mean, do it, but that shit was weird, bro. But yeah, so I know what you mean.
So at the end of the day, you know, I weighed all my pros and my cons, and you know, the pros wasn't matching. So
you just got to step away from that shit.
You have to.
So how long has it been now since you stepped away?
7 years.
Okay. So since you stepped away, I mean, you still have relationships with battle rappers. You still go to events and everything else. You know, you still have connections with a lot of people, and like you said, people call you and want to pick your brain from time to time and everything else like that. So has life been less stressful after battle rap, and you know what I mean, you moving on and everything else?
Not really. The only thing about it is like it's not personal no more. I still see my friends going through the same bullshit.
Right.
So it could be a little annoying that even with battle rap growing still to this day and moving so far forward, it still has some of the most simplest problems. Simple shit. But me, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm happy. You know, I felt like I did what I needed to do. I kicked the door back open, and I'm watching other people benefit from the door being open. And I hope that they kick another door open so that the nigga that come behind them, they can get through them first two doors a lot faster than we had to get through them first two doors.
I mean, yeah, that's what's up. I mean, what was it, the Big T interview that we had on this channel with me, man? It was, you helped me put that together, man. And like I told you before, I've always been appreciative. To me, yeah, I'm not knocking shit over. To me, I feel like that was the biggest interview that we had, man. It was definitely a dope interview. You took the time out. You know what I mean? Politic with us for a minute. You know what I mean?
You just gotta let me know. I can get more.
Yeah, I definitely let you know. But no, but I mean, but it was just like that right there. It's like, T, you want me to try to? It's like, yeah, that'd be cool if you could do that.
Yeah, like even my gripes with URL. I'm pretty sure if I reached out to Beasley and asked him to do an interview, he would do it. Like, because at the end of the day, that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, they do a lot of good things for the culture. I just don't like certain shit. Like,
for sure. I mean,
there's
pros and cons.
Yeah, and I'm entitled to not like it. I don't think Beasley and them is shitty people. I just think that they know how to do business, and in the course of doing business, in order to be dominant, some people got to get fucked over.
Yeah, you gotta.
Sometimes you know the people. Sometimes you know the people that get fucked over, and sometimes you never met him a day in your life, but somebody gets fucked over.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like I said, I speak sharp. He speaks sharp. He respected. I respected. Every time I see him, it's always a smile and what's up, what you been up to, shit. And I always talk shit to him, and it is what it is. Like, cause I don't want people to be like, damn, he just went in on URL. I go in on them niggas to their face. It's nothing that I have said that I haven't said to them.
To them, yeah.
And I felt like, as a culture, we shouldn't be doing that because you already in a position. Because this is what I told Beasley. I told Beasley, your platform is so big, it's to the point where you can do a whole card with all new niggas and people will still come. He didn't believe it. But I can see why he didn't believe me. Because he would do cards with up and coming niggas and nobody would come out, but then he used the regular names and everybody would pack the house. So when it comes to making money, he's going to keep on packing the house with the people that keep. So then it became a situation where he asked me, like, is it me or is it the culture? Why don't y'all support new niggas?
Right.
So it's like, damn, Bees, you got me. I'm stumped a little bit, motherfucker.
I think it's a little both.
Yeah, because like I said, man, we talk, bro. So it's like I'm not gonna sit here be like and act like that when we had conversations. He didn't make some valid points,
right?
But I just don't think that he understood how influential, like, a message coming from them can be. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if Beasley speak out against a battle rapper, that shit can kill him.
It can kill your career, right?
Yeah. He don't believe that. But that's at that time he didn't believe it. I don't know what he believed now. I haven't talked to him. Nigga probably up a couple M's now from fucking with caffeine and all that.
Right.
Might look at things a little bit different. But when I was talking to him years ago, he didn't see it, bro. Like, he still thought that he was in grind mode, and maybe that's just the shark in him. But I told him, I said, man, you don't gotta leave. You got a platform.
So what else are you dabbling in, ever since leaving battle rap? What other business ventures are you in? You know what I mean? I know you got the Grand Theft Auto server now.
Yeah.
How's that going? You know what I mean? How's all that coming together?
It's just a new endeavor. You gotta learn the community, learn the people, see how they operate. Even with that shit got dislikes and all that shit. Like, there's a lot of shit I don't like with this GTA RP shit.
Okay.
But it's a hustle. You don't get into nothing thinking that shit gonna come to you today.
Right.
Or come to you tomorrow. You get in things knowing that it's gonna come to you. You don't know when, but it's gonna come to you. And you just deal with you just roll with the punches. It's no different than any new business venture. You get into it, you nervous, you don't know how it's gonna play out. you know, you just do what you gotta do. And I dealt with some bullshit coming into murder shit. Like, you know, because initially when I first did this, I did it with some friends, but I didn't like the direction that it was going, so I decided to do it one on my own. And me taking that step to do it on my own, you know, I left a lot of shit. Like, I didn't have no desk. I didn't know nothing about stores where to buy the right shit from. Nothing. I had to learn all this shit trial and error. You know, I
Right.
lost a lot of money in this shit. You know what I mean? But it's like, you don't get into shit being pussy. You know, if that's an easier way to get people to understand what I'm saying, you don't get into nothing being pussy. You have to
Right.
accept that you might take an ass whooping.
Yeah.
If you're not willing to take an ass whooping, how you gonna win a fight?
So, there you go. Nigga Rock Boy said, "Have you ever lost a battle?"
Not that I know of. I never felt like I lost a battle. You know, I had some
So,
battles that I felt wasn't entertaining. So that in itself might have been a personal kind of thing. Like, you know, it kind of got under my skin. But
so you never
hard,
felt
hard.
like you never felt like you lost a battle.
Fuck no, to who? You know what I mean? To who? Like, my toughest opponent was Ladaze, and I beat him. You know, so Jay Murder didn't stand a chance. He wasn't even really prepared. He just stood there and let me whoop his ass. Uno Lavo's battle was corny, but he wasn't saying nothing that you could say he won a round.
Okay.
Billy
So
Dutch, Billy Dutchess didn't do shit. Me and Dre Dennis, I got Dre Dennis 2-1. I think I took the first and the third, or the second and the third. He ain't get 2 rounds. Fucking Madface lost clearly. Buck lost clearly. They didn't even want to drop the battle. That's how bad he lost. So like K Holla lost. Like these niggas lost. Like if I felt
so
like somebody beat me, I'd be like, all right, he beat me. You know what I
so
mean?
how do you feel about the status of Philly hip hop right now as far as the battle rap scene? How you looking at it?
I feel like
We
we
already
got
got your top five. You know what I mean?
I feel like we got competitors. I just think they're not getting the plate. I think everybody that's getting the plates ain't competitors.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that's for personal reasons that league owner or whomever it is, the reason why they book their battles. I don't know. But I feel like Philly don't book battles. They don't book battles the right way. Like, I don't know why.
Okay. I mean, a lot of it is politics. You know what I mean?
There's no such thing as politics. It's just decision making.
Well, a lot of it is the
League,
decision making.
league owners is not political. They do what the fuck they want. There's nothing they doing is political.
A
So
lot of it, a lot of it is them their decision making. And
it's personal. It's personal
yeah,
decision making. Like, all right, prime example. If Boo Boo the Fool lost 3 battles in a row, why would you give him a name for his fourth one? That part. You see how that big long list of silence is that part, bro. You don't know the answer. You can't come up with an answer. But it
right,
happens, and we watch it happen
right.
on big platforms. So if it happened on big platforms, what make you think it won't happen on smaller ones?
I dig that.
I
So,
mean, let's not act like T-Rex didn't lose every battle he took up into going into the easy battle. That didn't stop him from losing the easy too. And that didn't stop URL from booking him.
I was about to say, stop from booking them either.
Murder Mook. He got how many battles out on YouTube? Like far as since he been back? What, 4 or 6?
Probably a handful,
All right. How many of them Jones are just straight up ass?
couple of them.
Couple.
Be respectful, a couple of them.
I would say more than half. The Reed battle, ass.
I'm not really like into Murder Mook no more. Like my whole, I guess, fascination with the whole Murder Mook wave died a long time ago. It was kind of like with those with certain battle rappers coming back. Like I'm getting more amped up for the Reed shit because each time he's gotten better and better. But certain battle rappers, older battle rappers, once you've been waiting for them to jump in this new ring for so long. It's kind of like the Manny Pacquiao Mayweather effect. Like I don't want to see it like that no more. You know what I mean? I'm over that shit. I don't even want to see them niggas like that no
more. I can see that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll still watch, but the excitement and maybe some of the hype is like, yeah, I wouldn't.
No, because I don't even watch some of that shit.
That's why
I'll look at a card and depending on the matchups, if it look like deja vu, I won't even watch that shit.
Like I know I don't think they ever gonna do it, but the Cassidy and Freeway battle that's supposed to happen with URL, like I don't want to see that. Who wants to see that?
I don't even think they booked it.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was just a teaser, just to, you know what I mean?
Threw it out. I think they threw it out there to see if the people will respond to it a certain way.
Yeah.
Or book it, but I don't think they booked it.
No, because I think once they heard the response, it was like, niggas don't want to see that shit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, with respect to both of them. I mean, they Philly legends and everything else, but Freeway, you're more of an artist than Cassidy. Go ahead and do your studio thing. Cassidy, you more battle rap, man. This is more your lane over here. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I feel like in order for battle rap to continue to thrive, people got to be reprimanded for having bad nights.
Yeah.
I feel like battle rap should take 2 months off out of the year. Do 10-month seasons. In the course of that 2 months, all leagues should evaluate their roster and trim the fat.
You talking on some
now the 2 months
and unions and shit.
The perfect 2 months to do this would be November and December. November and December are holiday months where a lot of people spend a lot of money and they travel. Mm. So you wouldn't want to do an event anyway. So with that being said, if you waste November and December trimming the fat from your 10-month season, going into the next season, your next year and your next season, you will have all the best battle rappers for your roster and you'll be ready to take in new ones. And everybody that's stagnant and not helping you, it'll be gone. And maybe they can come back later when they can prove themselves or something. But I think a lot of smaller leagues don't thrive because they got a lot of mediocre talent. But it's not their fault. They got to settle.
Right.
They got to utilize what they got. So I think a 10-month season, November and December, take off, get that going. March should be a March Madness tournament. 64 battle rappers from all over the smaller leagues.
Some bracket shit.
Get a chance to showcase themselves in a tournament style. The top 8 get picked up by the top 3 big leagues. So that'll be, well, let's say 12. The top 12 will be dispersed through them 3 leagues as a new talent going into the 3 big leagues, will be URL, King of the Dot, and RBE. They will get drafted from them.
That would be dope.
Unbiased though.
Yeah, but that would be dope.
Actually proven unbiased. So if RBE gets him and his contract come up, URL don't hold that against him because he went to RBE or vice versa.
Right.
You know? And I think battle rap could thrive because the talent will get more attention and won't be outshadowed by a lot of whack ass battles.
That'll be dope. But look, man, I ain't gonna hold you any longer, so I appreciate you, bro. This has definitely been a long overdue. You know what I mean, to do this interview,
that's
man.
Why I did what I did just now, because I ain't want people you know, I try to give them, you know, my take on battle rap.
Oh, we definitely gonna bring you back. We gonna have you on some regular shit. We gonna bring you back every so often. You know what I mean? And talk about some more shit because you definitely have a lot of information. You're very, very knowledgeable about battle rap, amongst other things. You know what I mean, bro? You just know a lot of shit, man. So I want to have you on as a regular anyway. But I appreciate you coming on the show, man, doing your thing and everything else. You already know how we get down. We appreciate y'all tuning in. This is, you know what I mean, over here at the Gas Chamber. We want to remind y'all, like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please share the live. Tell people about the channel. Everybody else.
Shout out my nigga OG Benny, a.k.a. my nigga Willie Earl. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Nitro. Everybody that's in the chat. I don't know who in the chat, but y'all know I fuck with y'all the long way. You know?
I'm really about to change that nigga name to Willie Earl in my phone.
Yeah, that's Willie Earl is my new way of giving a nigga flowers, calling him an OG. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, the name ain't never coming back.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, shout out to all my niggas out there. You know, it is what it is. You know, I'm gonna keep it 55th all the time. So
listen, man, I appreciate you coming on the show, and I appreciate everybody in the chat too, man. Y'all was in there rocking tonight. I appreciate y'all. And we'll be back next week with a new guest, man. Y'all see it. Remember to go to the Gas Chamber Battle League IG channel. You know what I mean? And or IG, and you can see who coming on next week. I'll put the flyer out in a couple days, and we'll see y'all next Wednesday, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, Zora, I appreciate you, good brother.
Always, and you know, some people that you might want to get interviewed or whatever, just, you know, let me know if that's who you want. If I know them niggas, I'll reach out to them for you.
Oh, hell yeah. I'm definitely gonna need that. We're gonna talk about it. We're definitely gonna talk about it.
I got you.
All right, bro. So like I said, man, we'll see y'all next week. It's the Gas Chamber Battle Leagues. We out of here, man.
What you know about moving weight? Early morning on the block till real late. You backed up, so you tryna get your bills straight. Not talking public housing when I say my section 8. We moving heavyweight, and you know we regular.